with Kamal Dean, Bernard Mona, and of course Sam George. We hope that wherever you find yourself, you get access to the seedlings in your districts, in your, your regions, and please plant a seed. And don't just plant it, but nurture it so it becomes a tree. That tree could save your life and the lives of many in your community. But it's time now for Hearts Bay, and today, a man that we haven't seen in a very long time. We had peace when he wasn't around. He's just come to mess up everything for us this morning. But of course, if you love Councillor Lutrot, he's back with his, how much was this again? $5,000, Joe. In your go hele.
Many.
Oh, fake nine. That's what she's saying.
And the fake glass.
Anyway.
Oh, so you know the
Councillor
fake one
Lutrot
from the original
here.
one. Hallelujah.
Oh, but anybody who knows brands knows which one is fake and which one is. Don't worry. Let's have a conversation.
I mean, you
Good to have
started
you.
it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Your wife had a baby?
Yeah, delivery day for my wife.
Oh.
Happy delivery day for her. You read a message for her?
Yeah. That
Did
means
you
she
read
just
it?
had a baby. No, you're here, so tell us.
No. I don't read messages to my wife when people like you
You
are
don't
here.
have to read a message to your wife. Your wife is watching. Give her that message that you have
Madam,
heard.
why are you watching? Read a thing.
I'm not going to read it, Counselor.
Okay,
If you cannot say congrats to your
you
wife.
I told her congrats. Who impregnated her?
So tell us on TV.
No, congratulations. Thank you for making me a father. If without you, this boy's working will not respect me. I'm very grateful. And I am very sure the child is mine. So thank you for the delivery you had for me. Congratulations.
So unromantic. This is how you speak to your wife when she's just had a baby. Can romance feel ashika niemo?
Hi,
Thank you
girl.
for making me a father.
Hi, darling. It's me, your husband, George Ludward. And I want you to know that I'm
George
so
what?
happy.
Ludward.
George Lutrot. I'm very happy you delivered for me to make me a father. And if today in my romance, I'm telling you that I will impregnate you again because the population is waiting for more children from me. Thank you for making me a father. I'm a romantic man. Is this one okay?
So unromantic. But this is baby number
still.
what? Oh, if you don't have it, you don't have it. There's nothing you can do about it. This is baby number what?
I think I got all my children, so this one will be
like
the ninth
biological.
one. They are, all my children are biological because they are all mine.
Let's move on.
My wife didn't come into the mind with a child, so all the children that she came to me, they are mine. That's what I'm saying.
So you have kids outside marriage?
I still have more outside. I mean,
How many?
We are 9. All my children are 9 now.
How many do you have with your wife?
That question, why do you even want that question?
How many biological children does
I
your
have
wife
children
have for
with
you?
women. So I don't know why you ask me.
And you are proud
why.
of saying that on TV?
Yes, I have, because every
So
woman...
you fathered kids outside your marriage?
Outside my marriage?
While still married to your wife?
No, is it outside my marriage in what way?
While still married to your wife?
While still married to my wife, I don't understand. I'm fathering so many kids. Even when you have one, I'll do that for you.
What do you mean when I have one, you do that for me?
I mean, every child that needs fatherhood, I do it for the child.
You don't get the question, or you're just evading the question. But whichever way, let's move on.
Congratulations.
So Helen is here with me as well. And yeah, you know when they're guilty, they try to evade the question. It's fine.
Guilty in what way?
We don't want to drag this conversation because that's
please.
not the
Guilty in what way?
focus of Hearts Bay.
My children are watching.
There was a question that I put out randomly. In fact, a year ago, it was June 18th, so almost a year ago. 11 months and how many days? Today is what, 11th? Today is 10th. 11 months and 8 days ago, I put out this tweet that, is it 8 days? No.
Something like
My
that.
calculation is really bad. Like
on.
20-something days because it's almost a year. But I put out this tweet. Your wife leaves home for work at 6 a.m., returns at 7 p.m. You still expect her to make you dinner. And it was very random, but also premised on some information I'd had in the past about certain, people who expect their wives to cook for them no matter the time they get home. So whether you get home at 6 p.m., 7 p.m., even if we both left home at 6 a.m. and went to do equal work, or in some cases, even the wife worked harder than the man, they come home and the man says, I expect my wife to still cook at whatever time because I like my food fresh.
Okay.
So that's what this tweet was premised on, and that's why Councillor Lutrot is here. Of course, Helen will also tell us what she makes of this tweet. Should we start with you, Helen? What do you make of it?
I mean, it's interesting. Cooking, it's a survival skill for any adult. As an adult, you should know how to feed yourself. In the event that you live with your wife and you are unwell, for example, or, I beg your pardon, your wife is unwell and is unable to cook, the hope is that you don't die.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why you need to learn how to cook as an adult. I think it's very telling if you beat your chest and say, well, I'm waiting for someone else to cook. Are you an adult or are you a child? So as a fundamental, every adult should know how to cook, feed themselves, fend for themselves. It tells me that, you have a plan for your life, for example. Now, in the context of being partnered up, married, romantic, whatever the case may be, sharing a home with somebody, there are rules set out. And what I say is, if it works for you in your home, if you like it, I love it. That is up to you. But in terms of waiting for your wife who has been working all day for her to prepare the food for you to eat, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's exactly the way that you should, go about.
Okay.
Go about
Why
things.
would you say you're not
I would say that you should share up the chores. A lot of women will tell you that they're exhausted. They carry a big share of household chores. They carry a big portion of the cooking, the planning, the cleaning. And in fact, we've been on this stage where somebody will say, oh, I'm babysitting this weekend. And it's a father talking about their child.
His child, yeah.
You're not babysitting. That's your responsibility.
Yeah.
So I would add that to the list of other items as well. If you're an adult, learn how to cook.
Okay.
So that if you're home alone, you don't die.
Okay. Counselor.
If you're an adult, learn to marry yourself. Because adults are those who can live on their own, not becoming a wife. Good morning, Ellen.
Okay.
My submission.
Thank you.
Bella, the duties of a wife is different from the duties of a woman.
Okay.
A woman can be a corporate person, can leave home 6 a.m., come back 12 midnight. She has no responsibility and answerable to anybody except herself. And if possible, her parents. However, if a woman becomes a wife, she has now doubled up from living womanhood into a wifeship material.
Okay.
And there are roles that defines who a wife is. And one of the roles of a wife is to feed the husband.
Okay.
So if your work will become your medium of a genuine, nice excuse, whilst your responsibilities and roles that calls you a wife will be hindered, then wala o wala. Because Bema noa e bing. I know you heard that statement before. Oba noa e bing. But Bema noa na e yiri dia e yenimwase.
Why?
Because ye wo kunu ye wo Bema. E kuna sedie any e yira sedie enye pe.
So for
immediately
those who don't understand,
the role of a husband and the role of a man are not the same. So when you are serving a husband and serving a man, the excuses can't be the same.
Okay.
So your tweets is nice, it's brilliant, but what it lacks is we are discussing husbands and wife, not men and women,
Okay.
not people cohabiting, not talking jolly, asana, yenokwe, ejolo, kefi punkwe, mawami nakai, not those ones. So once your core duty is a wife, you plan towards wifeship.
Okay.
You can never allow your corporate world should change your duty as a wife. So I think if you get home and you have to serve dinner to your husband, and a husband like me,
Serving dinner is different
no, your
from
treat,
actually cooking.
no, your treat is dinner setting.
Tweet. Carry on.
Your tweet, your tweet.
Why do people say tweet? What is that?
Who is pronouncing it?
It's tweet. How do you spell it? Carry on. Make your point.
QOTWYA.
Make your point, Counselor.
Listen, what I'm saying is that this
I've derailed you.
No, you can't derail me. I'm just saying, what I'm saying is that the duties of a wife should not be a common duty of every woman. Like my sweet Helen said, an adult who is not a wife doesn't know what it means to do wife duty. My dear, you can cook everything in the world, but when you become a wife, you understand what it means to create menu charts for husbands and children.
Okay.
It's not easy.
Is there a menu chart in your home?
Oh, yes.
What's on the menu today?
Today is Friday.
Yes, what's on
So
the menu?
this Friday evening is Banku Keshitolo.
So,
Shiano.
Banku Keshitolo, let's just say that your wife has to be at work for a longer period for some reason. You get home maybe like 3 o'clock, and you are home waiting for your wife, and she's not going to come
home. No, so
home.
I get home
Hold
3
on.
o'clock. Which of the 3 o'clock?
p.m.
Okay.
Now your wife says she would have come home at 5,
Yes.
but unfortunately she has more work to do at work,
Yes.
so she's going to come home after 8.
Yes.
If you have to do banku keshitolo, and let's say you don't have a chef or you don't have anybody to help at home,
Yes.
you wait for your wife to get home at 8 p.m. to do the banku keshitolo for you. Is that what you're saying?
Who is hungry?
Because when you spoke the tree language, you said that if a husband cooks for his wife and serves his wife, it's a disgrace.
Yes.
So if I'm coming home
if
after
you
8
eat your
p.m.
husband's food and said, you are ashamed to your family who brought you into the marriage. But I'm saying that at 3 p.m., I'm supposed to eat manku and shitolo.
Yes.
Who is hungry?
You'll be hungry by 7
No,
p.m.
who is
would
hungry?
you not?
I'm hungry.
The kids will also be there.
No, are you talking about me or talking about the woman's children?
No, I'm talking about a family.
So the whole
setting.
family.
They're married.
So my wife knows that we have 3 children at home, and we are supposed to eat manku shitolo. And she's working and can say there's something that came up. So you and the children, either you feed them or you wait for me.
What's wrong if you feed them?
No, I'm
What's
saying
wrong?
Everything is wrong when I feed them.
What is wrong with that?
I don't know how to feed them.
No, but that's where the problem is. You don't know how to feed your own kids.
Can you feed yourself?
Me?
Yes, as an individual, as an adult. If your wife travels, will you be able to fend for yourself?
My wife has traveled.
Yes.
So she's not available. So I'm feeding myself.
Can you do
I don't
that?
even go home to eat.
No,
You
let's
won't
say
eat
there
at
are kids
home.
involved.
No, I'm not even go home to eat.
No, counselor, let's say there are kids involved.
Once there are kids involved, my wife is going. She makes provision because there are kids involved.
She cannot make provision. She's gone for a
Then
week.
she's not qualified to be a wife.
If she's gone for 2 weeks,
Then she's
you
not
cannot
qualified
tell
to
me
be a
that
wife.
if there's a menu chart and on Fridays you do
My dear.
banku and shitolo, it has to be fresh.
My dear, I'm
She
saying
cannot do
that
banku and 2 weeks later
immediately
you're
my
still
wife
eating the
knows
banku.
that there's a responsibility at home and she's traveling and can leave me and the children and say, we are leaving. Find yourself food to eat. She shouldn't worry.
Let's just say, let's come back to the 3 p.m., 8
Thank
p.m.
you.
scenario.
3 p.m. Who is hungry?
You won't be hungry. Your
No,
kids will
I'm
be
the
hungry.
one hungry. And I'm waiting for Banku Shitolo. And the one to do the Shitolo says, I'm stuck in traffic or there's something. So I have the choice to wait for Banku and Shitolo or do Cerelac and eat and wait for Banku and Shitolo.
You won't do the banku and shitolo because she might come home tired.
No,
probably very
So you see, your
hungry as
conversation
well.
is that you are talking about she's coming home tired.
No. I'm just
Or
saying, but she's had to work extra hours.
That thing, you see,
She's
that
probably
is the
going
problem.
to be in traffic. Comes
You
home
see,
after 8 p.m.
My girl.
After 8 p.m., do you expect that your wife is now coming to set the fire, do
my
banku
dear, if
and do
my
shitolo
wife
for
is a
you?
wife, that she's a wife. If she's wise, that she's a wife. I'm saying that make sure you know the difference between a wife and a woman. A young woman living, if you are not married, you can never practice marriage until you are married. And put your hands together for any woman who
Answer my
married
question,
and
Counselor.
even divorced one day. If you become a wife, that activation of being a wife cannot be compared to being a woman.
Counselor, I have
So
a question.
once you are living
Counselor.
as a wife, you have a provision that you have made so that when even it happens that you are stuck, what you are saying will never be a problem at
So
home.
maybe I should have come home earlier because I had plans of coming at 5 p.m. to come and do the banku and shitolo before you even get home.
Thank you.
Something changed.
Yes.
Maybe your meetings got cancelled, so
Yes.
you came home earlier.
Yes.
My meetings were extended, or I
Yes.
had more work to do, which is
Yes.
what I'm asking you. That I call you and say,
So the
babe, I'm coming home late. I
Don't
thought I would
don't
have
call
come
me
at
babe.
5
Leave that
p.m.
thing,
No,
what is that?
this is just an example. I will
Uh-huh,
never
thank
call you
you.
babe
What is
anyway.
babe?
You cannot qualify to be my babe, but let's carry on.
I'm not saying
so
you're
let's
babe.
carry
I said
on.
don't refer me to
Let's
you as babe.
carry
Make you
on.
babe.
So I come home,
Well, I'm
I
not
call
gonna
you
be
and
babe.
tell you, Akeshi, I'm not
Yes.
coming home till 8 p.m. because I have more work to do at home.
Thank you.
So can you at least step in and do the banku
No,
and shitolo
no.
for
You
the
see,
family?
Don't
you
give
think
that
that's wrong?
instruction. You see, I say you have not been a wife. Being a wife, hello, my husband. Greetings from abroad. Based on A, B, C, D, I can arrive at home as planned for your banku and shitolo. What would you like to take in place of banku and shitolo?
And I'm supposed to also make sure that you get that.
This is a wife speaking to a husband, an authority. Can you go and do the shitolu and banku because I'll be late on the
I don't even have to ask you. You should even suggest that,
Me?
hey, since you're not coming early, let me step in and do something for
I
the
should
kids.
suggest that I'm going to do what?
What's wrong if you
But
cook for your
Counselor,
wife?
I say if you've not been a wife, you don't know how to cook.
What's wrong
Their
if you-
communication between wife and girls are different. So
What
I'm showing
is
you how to
wrong
communicate.
if you cook for your
Don't use
wife?
the word wrong when it comes to husband and wife. And don't use right. I'm saying
What is
that.
problematic?
But Bella, what
It's
about a
not problematic.
practical
Let me
example
learn for
here?
you to
Let's
understand
bring
what
it
I'm
here.
saying. So you throw the question and say, the first time you are being apologetic because your call duty has been truncated by an on-call, unqualified duty, which I am supposed to understand as a husband. And I'm saying that I'm running within that line to understand. So it is not you coming into me to tell me, I'm not coming, so do this. But you tell me this is what is happening. What will you like to take, not what I'm supposed to prepare?
Okay.
You throw it to me and I go like, okay, honey, because you're not coming, I want you to take the children to KFC to go and eat chips. Okay. Not your order. You are a wife, oh. You are not calling here.
No, but I'm not ordering you. I'm just saying that, babe. Okay, so because I can't come early,
that is an
can
order.
you at least
that
do
is
it
an
for
order.
me?
That is an
so
order.
that the kids can have something to eat.
Communication.
How is this an order?
Effective
if you
communication in marriage. This is an order. Abumo. I should go and do banku for unamo kenamo.
Council, I have a question, please.
What?
A more practical one, especially because you are
this
in this
is also
scenario.
very practical. I said that this is the husband that your wife calls you.
What
Council, a question though.
The
Your
husband
wife
doesn't want to
has
go to
just had a
KFC or
baby.
wherever.
Bella, permit me, so we bring it home. Your wife has just had a baby. Who's doing the cooking at home?
The mother.
Her mother is doing
The
the
wife's
cooking.
mother.
Yes.
Okay.
What if her mother is not available?
Whoever is coming to take care of her will do the cooking.
They're homes
You are
where
taking care
the
of her.
extended family doesn't
No, I
even
don't
come
take
in
care of
to
my
help.
wife.
You don't take care of her. You don't take
So
her
I
when she
play my
delivered.
duties, whatever she wants, I do. But taking care of her as a delivered woman like this,
She just had your baby. Had a baby there for 9 months. Went through delivery. Delivery is painful. You're telling me you're not taking care of her.
When you say delivery is painful,
Yes.
as if you are just trying to be a very nice,
It's a fact.
qualified.
It's a fact.
Delivery is painful.
And it's not just
But who
delivery.
say impregnation
It's
is
not
not
even.
painful?
No, it's not just delivery. But even carrying
Counselor,
the
you're
baby for
speaking
9
to the mothers of Ghana. Delivery is
And you're also
painful.
speaking to the fathers of Ghana.
Yes, and they should be taking care of their wives.
Nobody's. What do you
Oh,
want?
Counselor,
What
that's
do you
not
want?
fair.
What does it
You
mean to
wanna
take care?
compare?
That's not fair.
Helen, what does it mean to
Counselor,
take care?
that's not fair.
Helen, what does it mean to take care?
That's not fair.
Everything you need after delivery is at your left and right. Whatever, you are not struggling for anything. You are not asking for diapers and it's not available. You are not asking for food and it's not available. You are living in an environment that everything you need is there for you. All you need to do is bath for your
Not
kids.
always. There are marriages
I'm talking
where
about
everything is
me.
not
Personally.
You ask me a
Okay,
personal
yeah.
question.
Yes.
My wife would like to deliver because the opportunities in delivering are too much. You know what I'm talking about? So I don't want to even become pregnant.
Counselor.
Yes. If you
Counselor,
are
hold on.
try and deliver for me, you
Hold
will
on.
experience
Fine.
myself.
I
So
won't
not
take
if-
you up on that
Maybe there
offer.
were
Yeah, but not if you as a
complications.
wife. As a baby mama, the story will be
Don't
different.
worry.
Definitely.
Maybe there were complications after birth, or she
Thank
went
you.
through a C-section.
Thank you.
There's no extended family because there are cases where some marriages don't have the benefit of the extended family to even support the woman
Thank you.
when she has a baby.
Thank you.
So it's herself and her husband at home with
Thank
the
you.
baby. And by the way, the phone lines have been activated. Please
Bella.
call us and share with us your opinions on
Bella,
this.
before my wife
what do you do
delivers,
in this case?
Immediately my wife gets pregnant. Before she hits
Okay,
the
hold
6
on.
months.
Hold
there's
on,
a provision
Counselor.
for who comes.
Hold on, Counselor. Hold
regardless of the
on.
condition.
Hold on. Frank is on the line. We don't want to keep him waiting. Hello, good morning, Frank.
Good morning, Bella. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
Yes, everything is fine.
Thank you for joining us. What do you say?
Are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you. Carry on.
Okay. I think cooking for my wife, if she's busy and cooking for her, I think it's just problem about that. Because I think we are human beings and when she's busy, I don't think cooking for her is a problem. You know, to
You don't
me,
think-
it's
okay.
normal duty for every man.
Okay. But
So I see no wrong with that.
Counselor says that
There's no wrong with it.
it's a disgrace to the woman to eat her husband's food and even compliment him.
No, I don't think that is a problem.
So you would cook for your wife if she says that she's coming home late?
Even if she should over, I can cook for her.
It's not a
even
problem.
if she is away from house. Yes. I think there's no problem at all.
Okay. All right.
I don't see any problem with that.
So there are two different
All
things
right.
here.
Thank
Your
you.
question line and the young man is not understanding. This is where I'm cooking for her, not because she has ordered that cook for me. I'm out of the house.
No, but it's not an order. That's
So
why
you see,
I
I'm
gave
saying
you
when-
two scenarios.
so I'm saying when husband-
There was one where I said she suggested that, babe, can you do the
You see,
food
you are
for
using the
us?
word suggesting that cook for banku and tilapia for the children because I am absent. I'm saying that you don't order a husband around. You just go ahead and say, I'm coming.
But a husband orders a wife around?
Oh, yes.
Why?
Because we are talking about headship.
She's not your slave.
But-
You don't order her about.
But you do what?
You don't order her about.
But you don't know marriage is an order.
You don't order a woman
No,
about.
do you know marriage is an order?
It's communication. You don't order
Bella, I
her
said we are
about.
talking
same
about
way-
wives. No, we are
same
talking
way
about
you
wives, not some young girl
Yeah,
in
but
your
let's
house.
not make it look like a wife is some slave that you
Where
can
there
just
is no
order
order,
about.
where there is no order, there's helter skelter. So I'm saying that there's an order, and the order is from the head.
Helen, I think we have another call on the line.
You get the picture?
So Oh, well, we've lost that caller, but you too can get
Unfortunately.
involved in the conversation. I'm seeing some of the tweets on social media. The hashtag is TV3Newday. A number of you weighing in on the conversation. You say you're enjoying it. Some of you say you agree with Councillor wholeheartedly. Some of you are expressing some very interesting views. So do keep the tweets coming. Phone lines are open, so do call us as well.
Well, Beswa says that I should tell Councillor Luchos that he's not being realistic. This is Beswa Hammond, by the way. Good morning, sis. It's good to know that you're watching.
That's what I'm not being.
You're not being realistic.
But she's being realistic because we're talking about wives, not girls. Tell Beswa we're talking about wives, not
But
girls.
she's a wife. What do you mean?
No, tell Beswa I say we are talking about wives,
But
not
she's
girls.
a wife.
You
She's
see,
a mother of what, 3?
No, she can be the mother of 20. But tell Beswa I'm saying that most of the girls today who have become wives, and most of the wives who we have helped them and done scrubbing, done cooking for them, are keeping a new model for the up and coming girls. Thinking that is what you expect in marriage. I'm saying that it is not so.
Well,
It's a
she
new
says that
day,
if that's the
Councillor.
case, then
Then
you
what?
expect
It's
your
a
wife
new
to be
dawn.
a stay-at-home
It's a
mom
new
and wife.
era.
No, it's not a
It's
new
a new
era.
time.
It's still
It's
the
a
same.
new
Okay,
century.
No, that's
It's
the
a
new
new
hold on.
dispensation.
Hold on.
Forget
Georgina
everybody
is on the line. Hello,
everybody.
Georgina. Georgina, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you.
Good morning.
Thank you, Councillor, and thank you to the queue. I think anybody can do the cooking at home.
Okay.
The husband can do the cooking, the wife can do the cooking, but women, or let me say, wives shouldn't take it for granted.
Okay.
Because a lot of wives are using the excuse that I'm a corporate woman and have lots of responsibilities at work and all that. And so they take it for granted and then they don't do what they are supposed to do. So I think Councillor also has a point.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Georgina. Well, she says that you have a point to an extent.
Bella, you know,
But
to be...
you were
can
answering
make
an
a
earlier
man-
question, so I don't know if you're going back to
make
that.
a man a slave is to be obedient to him. You can see a lot of wives are controlling husbands. I'm using the word controlling in quotes. The word controlling, what they desire is made for them in this modern world. And some of them, like the lady just said, some of them are believing that in the house of Helen, what is happening in the house of Bella must be what is happening in your house. But I'm saying that this marriage thing, my dear, if you've not been a wife before for even 24 hours, it is not the same. Because look, I look at my wife every day and I look at, you are planning for food to eat in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. You are planning how the house should go. So homemaking itself is a whole production. But you see, when you are not married, that same production, it's not the same like it's like when you're doing a pre-recording. You can get up and go and wee-wee. But when you're doing a live show, you hold on to the wee-wee. So I'm saying that the things we are looking at, modernity and whatever it is, when it comes to marriage and your modern things, that's why most of people go into the marriage and I don't think I'm in this. This is because when you are single, some of the things you enjoy thinking, this is what my husband will do. When a husband will not take it. I am hungry at 3 o'clock. I decide not to eat because you have come late. A man will not even provide by not cooking the banku at all.
Yeah.
We'll say, okay, babe, thank you very much. We'll sort ourselves out. Thank you. Bye-bye. But that thank you, bye-bye, it is a deadly weapon. A bullet now may explode. Because like the woman said, there are other women that every day, if they want somebody to sit in for somebody,
Okay.
Bella is not available, they are the only people that every day in their office they will sit in because they think that they have me crew their tin semasi.
Okay.
And you say tin semasi,
We have a caller. We have a caller. Hello, good morning. James, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much. You're calling us from Wager. What's your opinion on this?
Councillor has a point, and you have a point. All our add is in marriage, there is cohesion and there is understanding. So if my wife is not home and I'm home, she can just tell me to do what I'm supposed to do.
Okay. So
It doesn't
if she told
mean
you,
she's controlling me.
okay. If she told you
Doesn't mean
to make
she's
the
controlling
banku,
me.
would you see that as an order?
No, that's not an other. We are in a relationship. We are not in servant master situation.
Please, as a young man,
Okay.
is married.
We are in a relationship, so she can order me, I can order her.
No, as a
Councillor
young
wants to know.
Husband is not an order.
Okay.
Yes, boss. Are you married already?
Are you married?
I'm married. I'm married.
You are
now.
married
Yeah, I'm married.
for how long? Just, I mean, for the records.
4 years now.
Congratulations, clap for yourself. It's a political tenure of office. Don't worry. S. Grasha will come very soon.
I understand what you are saying is right. When
No,
you
don't
are-
worry about the right and wrong.
Allow him to
No,
speak,
I just want to
Counselor.
know, this is a good political marriage. It's okay.
Allow him to speak. Please land.
So there's supposed to be understanding. I understand my wife, she understands me,
Don't worry.
and we are good to go.
Okay.
And
All
they
right.
have
Thank you
kids,
so much.
understand.
So,
you
so
see,
Counselor,
the
back to
word
the
is not
issue
the
of
understanding that. Let me just address this guy. So I'm saying that me, I can scrub, I can wash, I can do everything at home. But don't think that your modernity is constantly, and even some will respect us too much in the negative manner. That if you don't take it is a WhatsApp. Very busy right now. My boss just came and said, Bella is not in, so I have to sit in for him. You know how it's done for us, so please, kindly sort out for me with the children.
You don't want to hear from your wife via WhatsApp?
if your wife sends you a WhatsApp,
No,
she doesn't respect.
She has to call you.
Your boss, look, it's likely that the WhatsApp you are sending me, I will not even read it.
Okay.
So what happens to it?
But there are some people who like to communicate via WhatsApp.
See,
there are
Bella,
couples like that.
Bella, there are issues that
What
you don't,
works for you does not work for everyone
There are issues
else.
that you don't try with WhatsApp.
And that's
You
Banku.
just change our menu in the house. And in your biggest model as a wife, it is just a text message. Hey!
No, she might call you later, but then in the meantime, she's sending
So
you
your
a
wife
text
has to
message.
call a
I look
meeting
too
to announce a
I look
menu
too
change?
important like than your
There's
DM.
this air of
Me.
Counselor, there's this
Counselor,
air of
that's not
arrogance, and it's
realistic.
not you.
There
but
is
I'm
this
just
air of
talking
what?
That's not
arrogance around
realistic.
a lot of people who go into marriage, men.
No,
because
no,
they've
no.
been programmed to think that the man
don't say
is there.
this.
Hold on.
When you say there's
Hold
this air
on.
about arrogance,
Hold
programmed
on,
by
let me
who?
make my point.
Programmed by
If they
who?
listen to you saying that as a man you can order your wife about, but your wife cannot order you about. Hold on. We're talking about.
No, I concluded it. No. You are taking it from. I said that if a woman wants to, in quote, control husband, the best thing to do is to just act like that
Counselor,
slave.
Counselor, your wife has never sent you a WhatsApp to message you about anything. If you open your WhatsApp, your wife has never sent you a message on WhatsApp.
We are waiting for her to do.
You don't communicate with your wife via
Counselor, don't
WhatsApp?
run away from the point you made.
I don't
We
believe
have a
you.
caller. Hold on. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hi, good morning. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Good morning.
All right, speak to us, please. Hello, speak to us. We can hear you.
Oh, okay, yeah. My name is Fonson, calling from the Mahinko.
Okay.
I think I agree with Counselor.
Okay.
But sometimes it is not only the duty of the women. They both should understand each other.
Okay.
The point I'm making is, girls of nowadays are now comparing the modernity to the olden days because we are not white. There's one thing you should know, sir. All the house chores, those days, the olden days, it was the duties of the women. But for now, for some reasons, we can help. But that shouldn't be our choice.
Okay.
So the simple thing I could say is we should stop comparing ourselves. Like the woman wants to do, like, because I'm a career woman, I'm working, all of us can do, all of us can share the house. No. It is not the best way. That is why a lot of marriages are now breaking. So I think the wife should behave like I want girls or women to do like they are women.
Okay.
So we should stop like comparing ourselves because I contribute part of the financials. This thing, so therefore all of us are the same. No.
So
A man or a husband is a husband.
So if you have
do
shared
your duties
responsibilities-
and stop comparing yourself to the men.
So let's just say that the woman brings in 50% of the bills. You also pay 50% of the bills. You're saying that even if you're doing that, the woman should still not feel like she's an equal to the man?
Yes, indeed. Because we are in a family, we have kids, so we have to raise them together. Now, what I'm saying is that shouldn't give you an opportunity to say because I'm doing part of I'm contributing part of it. We should be cooking, like we should be sharing our house chores. No.
So I pay 50% of the bills, you pay 50% of the bills, but when it comes to house chores, I should do it alone. Is that what you're saying?
Hello?
Can you hear us? Hello?
Yeah.
I'm saying that, so you are saying that I pay 50% of the bills, you pay 50% of the bills, but when it comes to house chores, you expect that the wife will do it alone and you won't chip in at all?
I am not saying all the time the woman should do it.
Okay.
But assume something happens and you are left with, oh dear, maybe I can't do this. That one is accepted, like I said earlier. It is accepted. But when it is like, because I'm a career woman, I'm working, so we should share it, do this and I'll do that. No.
Okay. All right,
But
thank
in the
you.
case it happens, it's accepted.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you. Now to the points that I was building on. Do we have another caller? No, we don't. Okay, so I was
No,
saying
but
that.
I just wanted to ask something what he just said.
Okay, go ahead.
You asked a very brilliant question. And that is the biggest problem right now we're having in marriages. And from where I
Which
sit,
is?
I contribute, you contribute. Marriage is not NCNC. You know NCNC?
No, I don't. But
No
carry on.
contribution, no chop. Marriage is not that.
Oh, okay, that's what it means.
So every man, I tell men every day, that this world that we live in, the wonderful thing that God bless us with are you when we're sleeping. And we woke up and admire you without saying anything. We agreed to marry you. If you don't have what it takes to run these people, don't go for them. Because when they start contributing, then they begin to think that they have equal right. If your right is in your contribution, go and marry another man and bring to the house.
I see.
So that thing you
Helen,
could say,
I think we have
yeah, I
another
contribute
caller.
50, you contribute 50.
Oh, we
Keep your
don't.
50.
But
Okay.
You see,
Councillor,
that
one here.
contribution doesn't change your position in the house.
Oh, a
And those
question
men who
though.
are taking your 50% and making you believe that you are equal heads, equal share owners.
No, we'll still
So
give
should the
you
men
that
do
respect as the
100%
husband.
then? Because if you want
We
me
are
to
giving out
cook,
200%. Your money is
oh
not needed.
no, that's not. Councillor,
money
I'll
of
tell
a
you
woman
for a
is not
fact that
needed.
that is not realistic.
No, that's what I'm saying, that
there was a
those
population
marriages-
census that happened very recently. The breakdown of what men and women are bringing in. Let me tell you, the women are making more money.
No, they are making more money for who? For their family members.
So then the men should keep the women at home, make that 100%
Nobody's-
cash, and keep
and
the woman
keep
at
them at
home.
home.
But in some
Hele.
cases, the woman makes 80%,
Hele.
70%,
Hele.
60%.
Lively,
you say we should go
empowerment,
back.
something,
We should
something
go back
in Ghana.
into
Who did they
history.
give it to?
Men should do all the paying.
Who did they give
then.
it to?
When the women make the money.
Lovely,
don't they
empowerment.
pay bills
Government
as well?
gives money, whatever support, they give it to girls, women.
Pastor.
I'm saying that, my dear, if you think that your contribution in that house makes you think you have equal right in that house,
Are we not breeding?
marry yourself.
Are we
Men and
not
women don't
breeding
have equal
arrogant
rights.
men?
From where?
Counselor, hold on. Are we not breeding
Equal
arrogant
rights.
men when we sit on
That
TV
word you are
and
using-
say, hold on,
Bella,
let me
stop
make my
using that
point?
arrogant-
No.
you use it 3
You
times.
cannot
What is
tell me what
arrogancy?
word I can't use. I'm asking you a question. Then you can respond with whatever word you also prefer, as long as it is still okay within the media landscape or, of course, on TV. But what I'm saying is, are we not breeding arrogant men when you sit on TV and say that a man can order his wife about because he's the head of the home? And we'll use Jesus as an example. Yes,
He didn't get married.
hold on. But he also taught humility
But he
when he
didn't get
decided
married.
to wash the feet of his disciples.
But he didn't get married.
And said, it doesn't matter.
It matters.
It's about leadership.
No.
Is it not?
No.
So if you're a leader
a
and you
man
think
who
that
has
there
not
should be
married
some
before
air of
doesn't
arrogance
know
around
what
you.
it means to be a husband to a wife like you. My dear, don't bring apples to oranges. Did Jesus Christ marry? What are you talking about?
So leadership doesn't matter
I
in
say
any
you
case.
can be a leader of the TV3 big group, but I'm saying to be a husband to one woman is bigger than
So the
Usain
man
Bolt.
should order his wife about?
You are looking at arrogance. It's not arrogance. So
What
we
is
are
it?
saying that respect the authority over you and stop saying it's arrogance.
There are men who order their wives
And
about. You're
if
saying
once
it's okay.
you respect the authority, you don't see it like order.
You didn't respond.
Follow what they are saying.
You were going to respond to an earlier question I asked about the cesarean session.
And I'm saying that the support that I'm giving you at home, me, they have done CS for you. What can I do for you? All I do is that there are services that can be provided for you. So before you deliver, the provision is there for you to become a... You see, let's respect the sanctity of marriage and don't compare marriage industry to talking dollar industry. Whatever it is, it's not the same.
Helen.
If you respect the man on you, it is not like they are ordinary. You can enjoy that particular benefit.
All
My
right.
sister, if you can't cook in a house, nobody is forcing you to cook, but learn how to talk.
Let Helen read some
0277 609 644. Jenna, fair arrogance, but we are saying what is right. Ella, you want to
I
read
know
some
our time is
messages?
up. People can just
happy
do quick
birthdays,
messages.
very quick ones. Yeah, happy birthday to Auntie Lydia Mausi Clue Duval of Ghana Airport. It's your birthday. Have a great day. Some other birthdays going out to Reverend Eric FK Ava. Happy birthday to you. And also Sophia Karimu. Do have an enjoyable day.
Oh, okay. I hear people are asking if I'm married or not because the way I'm talking shows. Anyway, I was just asking questions. That's my job as a host, and that's Helen's job as a host as well. Big thank you going out to Sheila Bonsu for styling me. Love this outfit. Every Friday I wear Sheila Bonsu. And if it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. Go out there and plant a tree and
happy
save the
birthday
planet.
too.